Yes. Lots of things were interesting.
So yeah, the
Like
near
you were
death experience. I
saying.
kind of want to know that experience then, if that
Yeah.
was.
Okay. So yes and no. I don't. I feel like it was like that, and in the sense that when I did it, we were testing it. So we had never smoked it. I was the first person because I was close with whoever the drug dealer was, I suppose.
Okay.
So we were just kind of going with it. We had a metal spoon. And we just kind of, it was powder at first, and then we melted it to make it like a smokable substance, I suppose. So we did it at first, and the first thing, you're not druggy, but when you do psychedelics, you get this tingly feeling inside, like when you're about to go on a roller coaster and you're getting like excited, kind of deal, like that kind of tingly excitement.
Like the
That's what you feel
butterflies,
like.
kind of.
Yes, the
Okay.
butterflies. Like that's a
Okay.
good one to say. Yeah. So that starts happening. But I wasn't like seeing anything. And like me doing a psychedelic, I've done acid before, so like I know shit is supposed to happen. Um,
Right.
and so we put more powder on, but we didn't realize that we didn't like clean the spoon.
So it had
So there
extra
was still
residue on it.
Exactly. So we just kept putting more powder on it. So when I got my good hit, okay, I like as soon as I exhaled, I was gone. Like I like not like I didn't like close my eyes and like I'm asleep. Like my mind went somewhere else. Like
Right.
I remember very vividly. It was like a YouTube screen. It was like my entire vision was watching on a computer screen, like a YouTube video, and the screen was completely black, and then white lines and like a horizontal white lines all throughout the screen started appearing, I suppose.
Okay.
And then a mannequin head appeared, and then it started rotating, and then the lines started moving up and down, and then they twisted, and then I was gone again. So like gone as in like just
It was
the
over.
picture is gone. Yeah, like the picture is just off. And then I was at that point leaned over my sweat or like my arms. My arms were on a table, and I remember the sweatshirt. It was a sweatshirt with black and white like little pattern on it, and there was a news like a magazine of like I don't know, it was a food magazine his mom had on the counter or something. And I saw like the cherries and stuff, and like I remember seeing those, and then I looked at the pattern of my sweatshirt on my arm, and then the lines started moving, and then everything twisted, and then I was gone again. Like it was a scary experience to the point where like for the fact that I didn't know what was going on, I was not in control of the situation. But like nothing scary was happening in the trip. Like nothing was
So it
uneasy for me to watch
it was just
kind of
uncomfortable
deal.
not being able to like understand what was going on and like not being able to
Yes.
control it. Okay.
Freezing. And then afterwards, so they said like that was like maybe 3 to 4 minutes that I was experiencing that, and like I guess my eyes were open. My eyes were definitely flickering like nonstop. The dude said, and I was just kind of stone cold still though. Like I think it was my eyes that were only moving. But when I got out of it, it was probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like still to this day, like it was gorgeous. Like it was, we were just in his room or in his house, like the basement or not the basement, like the main floor, and he has like we were in the living room, so we were just on some couches. And when I looked up and like I was getting the sense of where I was again. Like I knew where I was, and like I was just getting more comfortable and waking up from the trip, I suppose. Everything when you look at things, I suppose like around the room, like there are edges to things and borders to things, like to separate them, I suppose. Those were all gone. So everything was like merging together slightly, like to the at the very edges of the borders between things. So like a window to a wall, like the window, slight colors of the window and like the edge of the window were merging with the wall. So like it was just very beautiful. I don't know. It was beautiful. I loved it. I would do it again.
just for the come down purpose, then, really, not for the necessarily.
I don't know. The trip was fun. Like I wouldn't mind having the trip again, just because I know I can be okay afterwards.
Huh.
Unless I take a really fucking massive thing and then I don't know what I'm doing. But I wouldn't do that. I've talked about getting it before with other people, but there are DMT carts, like there are weed carts. So you could theoretically just rip a DMT cart and do the same thing as weed.
That's crazy that you can literally just like hallucinate that easy though. Like that kind of scares me. Like maybe if, I don't know about you, but I just think of like somebody doing that like right before, like let's say they get out of work and they hit that cartridge and then they drive home. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, that is a no-go. I would not do that.
I'm not saying you would do it. I'm just saying like in specific.
In my couch.
Right.
Yeah,
well, I'm just saying in
just
specific. Like how many stupid people are out there that would do something like that and get somebody killed?
I'm pretty sure there's lots of people right now doing that.
Exactly.